pouches with bit drivers, bit bars. Those are on SOE Quick Ship. Tourniquet holders, elastic tourniquet holders. I think these are on SOE Quick Ship. I'm not sure. I made a bunch of those today. Made a bunch of these today. These are compact tear-off med pouches. These are Rallyman's BBD bags, BBD bags, BBD bags. Also, these over here, BBD bags. You want solid OD, we've got those. You want OD with black, those are out there sewing right now. Tool roll-ups, these are the 3 cells. Woodland with orange. Bifold tool carriers, no, dual tool totes. Multicam black dual tool totes right there. More compact hangers, multicam red thread clothes bags, more BBD bags, multicam black, ammo cards, those are pistol cards, Labor Day bags. There's some miscellaneous floating around. More Rallyman mag pouches over here. Padded suspender sets over here. Like the lights. More compact tear-offs over here. Cigar cases and Coyote splatter print zipper knife pouches. Pistol mags, EDC organizers, multicam black red, something, probably clothes bags. Mini kit bags over there, tiger stripe mini kit bags. We shipped a ton of stuff today and yesterday. Did anybody get tracking? Did anybody receive their orders this week or over the weekend? What's up, guys? Cajun, what's up? Dean, what's up? WebDad, Bob's, what's going on? Evan Haley, Rolling Acres, what's up? Kenneth, Stacy, Kiri, hello. Robert Rojas, what's up? Occult Prepper, what's up? O2 Williams, Nathan West. When is the Molly headrest panel? I don't know. I don't think that I'm doing a Molly headrest panel. Are you talking about the one, I don't know. I don't like it. Bob's, what's up? Shockzone, what's up? JR, what's up? Tracking for tourniquet pouches, right on. Thanks for the order, man. Everybody get the email tonight? Glenn got a box of gear hangers, nice. Coprig being delivered tomorrow. Score left-handed stacked micro on quick ship. I packed one of those this morning. Multicam black one. Was that you? I did. Got tracking info for my sticker and new T-shirt. Super fast. Nice. 3D printed ones. Yeah, got it. Got it. I don't know when. I don't know that we will even put those up. Craig, what's up? Bob's gets orders every day. I received 3 orders today. Nice. Nice. Don't know how long I'll be here. Took a bad fall and I'm drugged up. Got it. What happened, man? Are you aware of what happened? Or did you wake up and they told you? Did somebody push you and then told you you took a bad fall? Are you being set up? On the Leatherman pouch, does a second bit holder fit? Leatherman sells 2 bit holders. Yeah, they come as a set. Yeah, we talked all about it last night. Let me find. I have fucking bins of this stuff here. Hold on, let me go find a loaded one. Zio, what's up? Chuck, what's up? Have more coming. Bob, thanks for the orders, dude. Camden Post Office have an SOE. Nope. We actually don't get much love at all from Camden Post Office. And depending who it is, they are actually kind of disgruntled that we have to work. There's some really good people there, but they don't help Amanda. There's a dude that helps Amanda, and they're actually pretty shitty to him because he helps her. She pulls up with 8 to 10 bags full of mail, and they're actually downright kind of shitty about him helping her bring that shit in. They are of the opinion of, fuck you, you're lucky we take all this mail for you. We put $1 million through the post office every fucking year. Well over, like $1.5 million. And they don't come pick it up, they don't do shit. Getting up out of the wheelchair, stupid legs went out from under me. Chair shifted, wheelchair cheese grated my back. Got it, man, got it. Is that an electric wheelchair? I would assume that would be even worse. Maybe that's why it is that bad. All right, here is the pouch. You can see that there are 2 slots here. Those 2 slots are for these 2. FedEx costs way more. FedEx costs way more. And our FedEx here is very, very disorganized, like highly, highly disorganized. And we don't have a FedEx office anywhere near here either. We have a florist that will allow you to drop shit there. But no, like, for as disgruntled as I sound over the post office, if I used FedEx, you guys would pay at least $5 more per shipping to have that shipped. And you don't get your shit faster from FedEx. Okay, 1, 2. 1 back here, 1 up here. There's 2. Leatherman charge, Leatherman signal, a little bigger. There's the Leatherman. And then here is, you have a few options here if you want to load this even further. Do I have this? Where the fuck did I put that? I guess it's right here. So this is the bit driver. Depending on the bulk of the Leatherman, you're going to put that bit driver in there, and you will find one way or the other it'll go in a little easier. That piece is a little easier because it's tapered here, so it kind of goes in easier that way down. So there's that. Now, depending what's in here, you're going to get 3 of the 4, or you're going to run smaller shit and get 4. If you want to run, for instance, a bit extender that doesn't have that bulbous ratchet piece, then you could run an extra pin, or you could even run like the micro ratchet, and then a little thinner multi-tool. You know, that's a Leatherman charge, I think is what that is. And then it'll all close. You put a bigger multi-tool in there, like the signal, which really is lighter than this titanium charge, and it really feels thinner. You know, then you can run it like that. Now, this is going to be your issue, right? Whether you have contact surface there, I wouldn't keep that there because it could fall out. This, you can just push all the way down in there. Artificial Fool, what's up? I promise all of you, you don't want to pay the extra. Yeah, I mean, the Postal Service gives us boxes too. If we have to buy a box, you know, we're $4 a box, and then the cost of extra shipping and the cost to add insurance and such. Would you agree that Sheriff Buford T. Justice of the Texas Highway Patrol? So I know Buford T. Justice only from Dukes of Hazzard. I don't know anything about him. If he was a real man, I don't know. How much is one of the Leatherman pouches? They're $65, and they are on SOE Quick Ship. And I just built all of these. And then if you want it belt attach, I think it's $4. I think it's $4 or $5. And then you can, this just slides in here, right? So it's modular. And then you just add the second part number, which is on the same page. And then you can have the, it'll make it the belt attached. But I currently have multicam. I have Tiger Stripe, I have Coyote, and I have multicam black. And then there's a couple, there's like a Brown Man one, and there's a Typhon. If you buy that Typhon one, it's low pattern content. It doesn't have awesome pattern to it, but it's got, you know, some pattern. It might not even be on that, so that's why it's still in here probably. And then the tourniquet holders. The tourniquet holders will hold a chem light or a pin, and you can get these belt attach or Velcro so that they'll go, you know, as a dangler. Saw earlier that certain Army units were just issued boonie caps, as they fucking should be. Psycho cat behind me. Yeah, there's cats fucking all over in here. They were on my sewing machine right before I got here. The two kittens were sitting on the sewing machine while I was sewing. Can I say close up of the inside? Are there? Yeah, there's 4. Yeah, there's 4. Guys, I have real no bullshit videos. Go and watch the shorts on Instagram or here on this YouTube page. I have a whole fucking video, literally 30 minutes, talking about how I designed it, why I built it, how it's built, shows you everything. Like, for real, go watch those. They're right here. And you're asking me a question that I literally just showed on the video. I realize these are kind of out of sequencing. There are some bit trays also that are not Leatherman. I think the Leatherman are better. Not that they're better to fit in this pouch because this footprint is the width of these, whereas these stick out and they can kind of grab. And they're taller also. These hold 11 instead of 10, but this pouch will hold those. And again, it is all going to depend on what you jam in here, right? These, well, these are in here tight, but, well, no, that one's not tight. Like, so you might, you know, I would say stick with the Leatherman. If you've got some other, I bought everything on Amazon, all the aftermarket, all the pieces, because I wanted to see what they did and how they work. And I'm not brand loyal. I think Leatherman makes probably the best multi-tool, and I have a bunch of others. So I'm not just saying like get these. These work better in this pouch. Did that answer your question? Whoever was asking that. Yeah, I need one of those in neon splatter. One of what, Doug? Dong hammer. You got to talk in whole sentences. Like, unfortunately, YouTube doesn't. Like, you could have made that comment 5 minutes ago. I ordered that purple Fupa dangler, tourniquet holder, and shirt this morning. Did it ship? I think it shipped, right? Big fan of the Tiger Stripe boonie. Yeah, those are cool. Joined late. Had to catch 3-year-old daughter cat in the damn dark. Looked like a moron running around the neighborhood. I'm sure that I have missed a ton of these comments, so just jump back, repost them if I missed them. Do you have? I have all kinds of Leathermans, like a dozen of them at least. I have the original Leatherman, I have the Super Tool, I have the newer Super Tool. This is a titanium charge. This is a Signal. Somewhere I have some Mutts. Leatherman Wave, you like the Wave? This is a, I should have this loaded up. This is a box that holds the alcohol wipes for your glasses. And I take these and I put a piece of Velcro, adhesive Velcro, and then I keep them on my visor covers in my trucks. And then I also keep a pair of reading glasses in a pouch, a glasses pouch, on the visor cover in all my trucks also. mix too. What's my EDC? I walk around with 4 dudes all the time, as well as several other people, multiple vehicles. I'm sitting in a 16,000 square foot shop on 10 acres of property, and there's no less than 10 dudes in here that are always highly armed. Does that answer your EDC question, or do you want to ask a very specific EDC question? I have a horse lady. She can make zombie horses, and we can make replica horse. That's fucking awesome, dude. That's cool. That's cool. Love Tiger Stripe multi-tool pouch. Holds arc, ratchet driver, 2 cards. Nice. What are you putting in the third? The Fisher Space Pins are cool. This is not a Fisher Space Pin. Same idea. Folds inside. These float. I don't know how much you need your pin to float, but this one will. Do I want one? Caleb, where is she? And it just comes down to money, man. Everything. I am only limited on a daily basis by availability of funds. A friend of mine has an afro, and we were running drills, and I threw a mesh pocket, and the Velcro hit him, and it stuck to his head. It killed the scenario, but we killed overlapping. Yep, I bet it will. In Japan, illegally Leatherman, I was caught by police. Why? Is it because of the knife in there, Norihiko? Did you tell him you're Yakuza? You better check yourself, fool. Did you tell him that? Better check yourself before you wreck yourself. Do your police officers have guns? Why don't you just ninja up, man? I need a visor cover XL for a visor in newer trucks with bigger visors. 2020 F250 have put the visor covers on sideways, and it's a bit janky. Streamlight Micro fits perfect in the multi-tool pocket. Streamlight Micro. I've been carrying some Coast lights. They work real well daily, but you can't hot swap them. Let me look up that Streamlight Micro, see what we're talking about. I suspect that I probably have some of them. I bet I do have some of these. They run. Are you running on? So I see USB. Oh, this is a night cord that has the USB, but it'll also do AA's. I like that. 250 lumen, 1150 candela, EDC Ultra Stream Compact. I will add one of those to the cart. Raining hard. Yeah, we're supposed to rain all weekend, I guess. Yes, please carry 38 special Revolt. Wow. No Glocks in Japan. What's hot swap? Mike, it means that I can take on a USB rechargeable flashlight when it's running low or out. You have to USB it, right? If you can hot swap it, it has the ability to put batteries in it, right? I can put fully charged batteries or change them out. And there's some lights that will do that. Like they have USB rechargeable lights that run on 123s or 18650s. So you can pull that dead 18650 out and put 2 123s in there. I've also got I'm missing like a couple bins full of gadgets and shit, and I cannot find it for the life of me. But I had a light from Amazon that was USB, but it also had a AA in it, so it would do both. Yeah, 18650s, yep. We may be past the point of letting people check themselves before being wrecked. I heard something, I don't have it here, but I read something very interesting. They said 70% of the population had taken the vaccines, and it's caused 146 different ailments, and many of them have to do with the brain. So that's why things seem so crazy over like this huge acceleration of chaos over the last few years. And I mean, maybe that's coincidence, or maybe that's, maybe there's some fact there. I like to think that I have crazy friends, but they're crazy in a different way, right? And the majority of the people I know did not take any of the vaccinations. Like none of us ever even took a test. because I was of the belief that they were going to contaminate you through the test. Dong Hammer the Magnificent was my D&D character for many years. Did you change your name? Are you here normally on this live, or is this your first night here? Olight, Arc Pro Ultra, hard to beat. I've given all my friends and family one for Christmas and carry them every day. Never know how much you need a lot. Yeah, I'm with you 100%, dude. I've been carrying this Coast that USBs, and then I've got this real thin one that fits in my other pocket. And then, you know, this, and then I've got, you know, real lights also, Surefire lights and stuff. Adam Savage, Mythbuster Lore, put up a good video about the... I'll watch that, man. I like his content. Glad I never took the jab. Already fucked up. Yeah, I think so, man. It definitely would not have... wouldn't have put you in a better position, and it might have even, you know, I think it would have worsened you. Josh, what's up, man? What's going on, dude? I was watching a dude, I can't remember the name of him. He's a cooking show guy, and he's kind of got into prepping and stuff, and he just did a grocery store. He's got a list. You go to the grocery store, and he's going to do a whole week of meal prep off of this. And he was, you know, breaking chickens down and making chickpea chips and all kinds of shit. I was thinking about you while I was watching that. Magnetic rings for the arc light are handy. Oh, is that for the chargers? Yeah, but isn't Olight's stuff all like, fuck, you could have 10 Olights and they all have a different charger. Isn't there something with that? Cute cat. Yeah, there's two of these. He just wants to be where people are, man. They are fucking into everything. Olight 5 TOs all day, every day. As a Georgia teacher and coach, our county wanted to require COVID vaccination, printed a fake one, copied it twice. Well, I'm glad that you are in good health, or not worse health right now. Usually here when I'm not stuck at work. Right on. Right on. I'm going to start to run a hand-forged belt buckle. They work as an awl, steel for flint and steel, blanket pin and belt buckle. That's cool, dude. That's cool. I'd be interested in seeing that. Let's see the progression of that. Had me drooling talking about Brazilian grill the other night. Never been. Turns out there's a Fuga de Chao. There you go, dude. Are you going to go this weekend? Go have a good time, man. I really think that you could just do the salad bar and be 100%. Like, I really think next time I go, I don't know, I've been probably 18 times between Atlanta and Las Vegas, and then, you know, San Diego. But I think next time I go, I'm just going to do the salad bar. I'll definitely feel better when I leave there. And I'm not going to eat any salad. They just have a ton of smoked meats and, you know, cheese and smoked fish and a lot of different olives and stuff. Yeah, you'll get the meat sweats. That's right. That's right. Have you bought a new Land Cruiser? I have not. Are you going to get a cruiser, man? I think they look fucking sweet, man. I got a TRD Pro Tundra right now. And my wife has a TRD Pro 4Runner. And then my son has a TRD Off-Road Tacoma. And we really like them. I have no intention of getting rid of those vehicles. We might add another one at some point, but we'll keep those. Whole Foods. Yeah, I love the olive bar at Whole Foods. Yeah, for sure. I've been run a PowerTac E11 G3. Nice. Yeah, I've heard good things about those. I know James had those. Hello, sir. Six-year-old asked to go to Fuga de Chao often. I tell her it's too expensive to go all the time. She says it's free for her. Is it free for her? The meat faucet. I created legit counterfeit cards for coworkers who didn't want to trade a jab for the job. Nice. Nice. Good on you. Do you have the bell on the cats to find them? Or to find them? Yeah, it's definitely to find them. This cat has now just knocked over this entire trash can here, although I don't know what's in it. He was just inside it. They're fucking into everything, man. I have a feed bin in the kitchen, and we dump all of the scraps off of plates or leftovers. Anything goes in there. And it goes out to the chickens every morning. And this cat right here, not the other one. There's a little black and white one too. But he gets in there and just eats whatever the fuck he wants out of there. BS Ghost, what's up? Didn't everyone make counterfeit cards? Your essential paperwork. Your papers, please. Who on here has a BBD bag? Anybody have a BBD bag? My boss didn't require the shot. Mine either. Mine did not either. Cats eating better than most people in Canada, and the cats are probably healthier than most people in Canada. Cats are born with two things: 9 lives and the drive to spin 9 lives. Yes. First day we had them, they lost a couple lives. Craig Garner, you want one? You want what? A cat or a BBD bag? Nathan West, what color you got on order, dude? I have two BBD bags and ordered 2 more. Some BBD bags ship today, and some will ship on Monday. We still need to do the shoulder straps on a bunch of them. We built a bulk of them right now because we have a video that we will release tomorrow on them. And we have a lot of mesh pockets, Velcro backed mesh pockets to go on the walls. We have a lot of large PALS backed mesh pockets to use as a divider, as you'll see in the videos. And then we have a bunch of 6x6 and 6x12s to go on the outside. You will see single rifle mag pouches in the video. I do not have a bunch of those, unfortunately. Have you done a video on the new tourniquet holder? We've not. We have not. We'll probably do one tomorrow. Got a Cobra Buckle BBD, but you do. You have a very nice one. You do. I ordered Tiger Stripe and Splatter. Well, sir, there is Splatter. There is Tiger Stripe. And we will do all the shoulder straps tomorrow, and I'll bet those ship Monday-ish. Might need a PALS mesh pocket. They're great, man. They really are, because you can just put all of your stuff on the outside there and then still use the inside. But it just keeps anything on the walls. Like if you had a nice 1911 on there, or something. I mean, I know nobody gives a fuck about Glocks. Jaeger used to just throw them on the ground all the time. But if you had a nice gun, or or you just didn't want those things, possibly making noise, Tiger Stripe is very nice. Check the Olight O-Clip Pro, badass light with UV. Okay. Olight O-Clip Pro. Talking about the BBD bag made my YouTube this morning. Bring up the video of the gear locker talking about. Nice. You guys should all go watch the original BBD bag video from 7-8 years ago. I think it's hilarious. Olight EDC flashlight clip-on. Are you talking about this square looking thing? Like the shape of a 9-volt battery? Looks like it's about the size of a 9-volt battery. Is that what we're talking about? Word of wisdom for those with Olights: don't use the UV light when you stay in a hotel. Carried my Ruger Red Hawk 44. Oh, in that, yeah, I could see that. My Branch Covidian card with my middle finger. Could you fit a Bic lighter in the front slot of a pocket organizer? A pocket organizer in the slot, a Bic lighter. So we started making those with 3 cells instead of 4, and you probably could in those. You probably could. And we know for a fact you definitely can put them in the fucking zipper pocket on a pocket organizer. You could also rigger tape that thing and then put it on the 550. I mean, we could do a lot of things with it, right? With riggers tape, we could make a loop, just put 2 pieces of tape together, loop that, right? And then put that around with riggers tape so that it's just a tube. And then you could just put the 550 through it also. I like the mini Bic lighters, yeah. Yep. O-clip is pretty slick. O-clip is magnetic. O-clip, that's it. Yeah, that's what, okay. I'll add one of those to the cart. Per Run 3 rechargeable headlamp, 3000 lumens. Can you hot swap that? I have this Olight pen. I have one of those. Olight Sphere is a cool toy. I use the Olight for the red light instead. That's why I like that. I've set it down someplace. I don't know where it's at. The Coast Light has a red light and a white light. I like that. Didn't Olight used to? Yeah, they caught on fire all the time. I think they still do. The O-clip runs a long time and fits in a molly loop. Nice. Nice. Streamlight has some lights that do that too. Always ask for commercial pilot hotel rooms. They throw the sheets in the shower to force them to, yeah. We will record some content tomorrow. We'll do some videos and filming tomorrow. I bought like 5 of the O-clip lights because I kept losing them. I solved the mystery when I used my wife's car last week, and they were all in her console. Is that because it fell out of your pocket and she put it there, or does she just like grab them one at a time and they end up there? I sit in the passenger seat of the 4Runner all the time, and I always have shit in the floor when we're traveling someplace. And inevitably I'll go to clean all that shit out, and there's a hump under, there's like a lip that goes under the seat. And under there's a perfect storage bin. And I find just fucking tons of shit. Knives and lights and all kinds of shit I've set on the floor. Placed an order for a kit bag last week and have a few questions. Can I get it custom color that isn't... No, not right now. No, you can't. Not on a kit bag. What do you want? What do you want it to be? And you're a little late asking questions on an order you've already placed. I use them for painting freights. Check out, yeah, I like the Petzls. I've got the Black Diamond and the Petzls. I've got a lot of them. And I really like some of the Black Diamonds because you can lock them out, right? You can put that lens down and lock it so that it's always red. You're never going to have a light ND with that, which I think is, you know, well, it is very important for certain things. I bought that new Mod Light flashlight you posted on Facebook a few weeks ago. Favorite, nice. Hoping to get the kit bag in orange blue. Nah, we wouldn't do it right now, man. Not right now. And definitely not the one you've already ordered. That thing's already somewhere in motion. Petzl Zoom. Yep. I really liked the Zipkas a lot. Gmo, ask me in a few weeks and talk to me before you do it, and I'll tell you how exactly to order that so it'll actually happen. Are China markers like right in the rain? No, they're like they're grease pencils. They're for marking over plastic, right? So you can wipe them off afterwards. And typically China markers, or at least all the ones I had ever seen, have a string, and you pull the string and then you kind of peel the paper away, and it's kind of like a crayon. Yeah, they're kind of waxy. You can write on, you could write on this whether it's wet or not, shit like that. O-site pistol red dots. I have no idea. I've never heard of them. I got a red light headlamp off Amazon years ago. Dual 18650s. I bet that's heavy. I've got one that runs on an 18650, and it's really heavy. It also gets hot on your head. I'm a T3 IT admin for a large tribe in Northern California. Large tribe. Like one of the reservations. We used to go to the, what's that one out east? It'll come to me in just a second, man. Out past Santee and Lakeside and all that shit out there. It's further out. I lived in San Diego for a long time, man. I moved here 20-some years ago, man. And welcome. A diver's pin that we used to talk to underwater when hand signals weren't enough. Oh, yeah. I used to go through a paint marker almost daily. Yeah. We use Sharpies. Canocti, Lake County, okay. Petzl headlamps in all my jackets. Yeah, man, I really like the Zipkas a lot. I've got the Petzl Duos also. I still have Petzl Duos before they were even LEDs. I have some Zipkas even. But the Zipka is very small. Used to run on a AA. I think it runs on 3 AAAs now. I don't think they even make them anymore. And it has a disc on the back, and the disc pulls out and then slides back in. You have a good recommendation for a belt pouch to carry a Buck 110. That's just a folder, right? Buck 110? The Zipka is small. You were right, it is very small. But I can keep them in all my rain jackets, right? Like during storm season, I can have a couple pairs of, I can have gloves in there and headlamps and, you know, all the shit that I might need in the event that, you know, tornadoes coming or trees are down or something like that. Large folder. Would my Strider AR GB pouch work? That's it's like my multi-tool pouch, but considerably larger, and it fits the big AR and GB Strider knife. But I suspect that a 110 would fit probably in a bunch of my flashlight pouches and stuff. Chuck says a regular multi-tool pouch will do the 110. And I think that's what he's saying. Phone case has a sliding cover, blocks for forward-facing camera and light. Flashlight still glows through the cover and works like a red flashlight. That's a lock. That's a lock back, right? It has a little lever on the back. Tornadoes coming. Grab the drone. We usually do put the drone up, especially during the day if we hear there's tornadoes in the area. Make a 110 the following make a 110 the following week. Every kid had one of these as a kid. I have no idea where mine went, but it didn't have a tip on it. I had one of these with a broken tip. Yeah, Buck 110, man. 3 3/4 blade. What's that, a California blade? No, they all seem to. Buck 110 Ebony edition, that's cool. What multi-tool ratchet? I have the Leatherman multi-tool ratchet. And I mean, let's keep in mind, right? It's a fucking Leatherman. We're not doing impact shit with it, because everybody's like, will that break? Well, I don't know. It's plastic. I'm sure it could. I also have this one, which is this little stubby ratchet that you can put this extension, which is magnet, or you could run it the other way. And they're flat bit, right? So you can put them. You could use the Leatherman as the driver, as the handle. I have a couple China Leathermans, and they're okay. Yeah, man, there's so many multi-tools out there this day and age. Like, I'll bet you could get a 99-cent store one, and I mean, it's not going to have the fit and finish, but it's gonna. I mean, I don't know how many guys like I have all the. I'm never grabbing a fucking Leatherman to fix my fence line with, or work on my truck, or like. I'm just never going to. I'm going to have a pair of fencing pliers, or I'm going to have a Milwaukee or DeWalt impact driver. I just have this shit because it's fucking cool, and if all else fails. But I mean, even in the truck, like, we have real tools with us. Fuck, my wife's probably got more real tools in her purse than like, we're never going to have to use this. I buy all this shit to take pictures with. I mean, I love them. AJ, man, what's up? Found a knockoff 110 from Pakistan. Dude, there's some fucking clone knockoff knives coming out of China. They're like really fucking good. Like, we can't even tell some of them. Like, you got to disassemble them. You know something's off, but you don't know what. The mutt is the best, yeah. They stopped making the mutt for a couple of years. You couldn't get it. Is the mutt back on there on Amazon? If any of you guys shop on Amazon, if you would go to any of my videos and click any Amazon link, it downloads a cookie, and it just gives us like 1, 2, 3% of your order. You have no idea that it happened, other than you went through one of my links, but it accumulates, and it's a way of saying, hey, I like what you do. Let me take some money from the devil that's Amazon and give it to you. And that's
also a link on the website under affiliates, and there's another one at the bottom of the email that I send out.
Yeah, there's one in the affiliate links in the bottom of the emails. No other markings other than Pakistan on the blade. How's the weather? We're supposed to have some storms coming in.
There's already tornadoes in Oklahoma.
Tornadoes in Oklahoma. I'll say the major difference between Leatherman and knockoff multi-tools is the plier piece. Knockoff ones will deflate. Oh, okay. And squeeze when squeezing hard. Does Mick make a machete? I know Mick has made some swords. Scully has a gladius and a scimitar. I think he's got a scimitar that Mick made. I have a short Japanese sword that Dwayne made. It's Damascus, carbon fiber handles. It's really nice. Skid steer prep? No. When's the storm supposed to be here? When might we have concern of tornado? Saturday. Pliers and damn scissors, major pain. With the Chinese and Leatherman. Yeah, Kevin. Anything they made is worth some money. We all have some one-offs, and a lot of that shit's like, Jeff's like, this thing's fucking cool. What is this? And Mick's like, it's a little crooked. Or he's like, can I have it? He's like, yeah, I'm not gonna do nothing with it. Pleatherman. Yeah, the fake Rolex. There's some fucking really good fake Rolex movement coming out of Japan. But a good Rolex clone is still, like $1,500. It's like, you're not gonna. I don't know what a fake Rolex out of Mexico is. They used to be like $25. But you dive in a swimming pool and the motherfucker's done. Like, they're not waterproof. They fucking tick. They don't keep time. I mean, Rolexes don't keep time either. Gone through 4 machetes in the last 4 months. Well, they're disposable, man. They're not meant to do whatever you're doing with them.
Meant for chopping off hands, not down trees.
You're not supposed to hammer them in and use them as fucking steps to climb up walls and shit with. Did you ever see those guys in Aft, Pakistan, that make incredible pistols out of a block? Yeah, we were talking about that on one of the podcasts, I think last week. Always carry a small crescent wrench, a chainsaw bar tool. Yeah, I have chainsaw bar tools in my doors and my trucks, and a Leatherman super tool. I prefer the proper tools, but I don't like to be caught in the field with it. Yeah, I get it, man. Khyber Pass. If you want decent knockoffs, Canal Street in New York. Oh, for watches? Make sure it's a metric crescent. Yeah, make sure it's metric. Cold steel makes a decent machete. I bet they do. Did you ever see those guys? Okay, read that. No such thing as a budget strider. But a sword is a whole nother, yeah, yeah. I've got striders for sale. If anybody, like if you're serious about it, reach out. If you're curious what they cost, don't reach out. I bought a combat cock painted mirror years back. Hopefully yours didn't fall apart. Yours was an early version. I bought a combat cock painted mirror years back. I'm not sure what we're talking about. I have some really cool like one-off combat cocks that dudes have like welded for me and shit. Really neat ones. Are we going boots on the ground in Iran? I don't think so, man. I really don't think so. Scully really doesn't think so. Is the podcast out? You members have access to it yet? That we recorded yesterday? I bought you the mirror I made. I brought you the mirror made. Got it. No, I don't have anything that fell apart. No, I have some real, like, people have brought some real unique signage and things. I have a cool one that some dude's wife or girlfriend wood burned too. I have that. I've got some really neat signs and just artwork that people have brought with our logos and stuff. Locking crescent wrench. It's got a lock like a vice grip. Pretty damn handy. Oh, that's neat. If you can get the steel wear strips from large industrial machines, make great material for machetes. I think boots on the ground would be a disaster. Why do you think that, Jake? Just because we would be there forever, or because you think that our guys can't fight that fight? Like, what's your thoughts behind that? Been here only a few months. What's the story with the bag with the big face on it? Are you talking about the bag with my face on it? A friend of ours came to Blade Show, and he was wearing, and he was a huge dude. He's still big. He's lost like fucking 200 pounds probably. He's a massive dude. And he's wearing this bag, and this backpack's tiny on him. So number one, that's fucking funny. But he's in my booth at Blade Show, and I've got fucking 50 people in the booth and 100 waiting to get in the booth in this crowd, and I finally see it, and it's my face, and it's just as funny as can be. And off Etsy, you can send people a picture, and they'll print it on the material and then sew the bag together, and that's what that is. It was a joke that he had made, and I love it. I dig it. I believe they can fight the fight. I just think death toll would be high. Got it. Compared to what? I mean, last thing we need is another Iraq-Afghanistan war. Bear thinks China is waiting for the U.S. to delete our munitions. Yeah, I've heard that. I think China's in a much worse position than we are, though. Where is China's fuel coming from right now? And China needs that fuel. Like, they run on fuel and coal. Langley is already arming the Kurds. Yeah, I'll bet the Kurds are already in there, which means we'll have advisors there. Old plow discs. I see it when you do the walk. Amanda used to move it all around, so I'd be doing the live, and he's like, holy shit. And she would redo the beard and shit on there. She'd re-braid it. We aren't going to have troops on the ground. We don't need to. Yeah, I don't think we need to either. But, I mean, let's be real. How many kids join the military, like, especially Army and Marines? Those guys, like, I know guys that fucking got out of the military because we weren't going to war. Like, I'll bet everyone on those fucking ships is like, yeah, let's go fucking get some. They really seem to, especially like the bomber squadrons and the jet squadrons and shit, They seem to be letting all those guys get blooded. Like they're letting those dudes go out there just to get fucking combat missions. Especially the submarine. Did you hear where's Tim Walsh from? Is that Minneapolis? What's the submarine that bombed that fucking thing off the coast of fucking off the coast over there, Somalia? It was the Minneapolis. And it happened around the time when Tim Walsh was being fucking having to testify before Congress, wasn't it? Kind of funny. China has 500,000 less people than they've been in a decline. Yeah. The bomber folks don't get much action. They're getting some this time. USS Charlotte. The submarine was the Charlotte. Grew up in a whole family of Marines. My head was too big to fit in the jar. My shop was right out of the main gate of Camp Pendleton. I was at, a couple miles down the road. I was at 234 South Coast Highway in Oceanside. The Enforcer YouTube channel released the name of the sub via the Navy press. Huh. Ben Dykes. That's his name. I can't remember what his YouTube channel is. I was listening this morning, and he was a submariner. He said it was the USS Minneapolis. I thought's what he said. I really feel like there are two submarine strikes. Like they're reporting one yesterday, but they, like, when we first fucking started hitting their ships, they said that a submarine had launched. I think there's two of them at this point. Moment U.S. submarine sunk Iranian warship, first torpedo attack since World War II. Yeah. China doesn't want that. I don't think so. I really don't think so. General So's chicken. I got my woodland duffel today. Nice. Do you love it? Oh, you do love it. I'm glad you like it, man. The DoD says the Iran deal is costing $1 billion a day right now. Yep. Alibaba word. I mean, they still have a fucking ski ramp. They've still got they got aircraft carriers with wooden decks on them still. I think in a year or so here we'll just be vacationing over in Cuba. First time a sub sunk in, yeah, that's what I saw, man. Jake, I don't know, man. I'm sure I could be wrong as well. Timu destroyers. USS Learning Center. Learning Center. Everyone I've ever known that was on a sub was a great person, but nutty as a squirrel. We had a dude working here that was on a sub. Who the fuck was that? We had a dude not long ago that was a submariner. China is not the end level boss. Some people, no, I don't think so. Nor is Russia. I mean, Russia was held off by a fucking handful of guys. Like, I mean, they're using Laws rockets to take out Russian tanks with. Can you make a knife out of Abrams armor? Yeah, that kid was a weird dude. Yeah, he doesn't work here anymore. Some people just don't fit. Fighting pistol with a sub guy. I don't have to like you, but I can't dislike you. I didn't dislike him. He was an odd dude. He just didn't have any urgency, no expediency. And within the first, like, 2 weeks of working here, he had multiple day, and it's not like, hey, I need to go do this thing. Is it cool if I have the day off? He would tell me when he's going to be off. Well, that only worked once. The second time, that was the end of him. Ordered a large tool bag a few weeks ago. What color did you order, Robert? Russia is way worse off than my best. Yeah, I think so too, dude. My nephew was a nuke electrician on a sub. He is, in fact, a weird dude. OD Black, got it. Yeah, I don't have one, man. I've got an OD, but not OD Black, I think, and I have Woodland also that could ship now if you want to trade that out. You'd think, if you were a Submariner, you'd know how to be a fish. You would think so, man. This has a fucking weird smell to it. It's like, it's whatever is on it. He was dumbed down and then would have random moments of lucidity where he would talk a mile a minute. Yeah, I think it's drugs, man. Not drugs he's taking. It is shit that has been prescribed to him. Hey, what's your order number, Robert? Yeah, it smells like cutting fluid or whatever fucking oil they're putting on this shit when they ship it. It smells like China, probably. Here I am absorbing it through all my skin. Those are AKM4 micros. There's some tool bags. Do I have OD large? Yeah, I got OD large and Woodland large bags. All right, if this dies, I'll switch the network and we'll get back here. Those are all tool bags up there. There was no gaps on Friday. We sold a bunch of those. Bad Karma, what up? Smells like Chinese teen spirit. Do the flat packs come in splatter? No, I don't think they do. Order one with contrast thread or whatever. Put in notes you want splatter. We'll run a few of them. Cost of Wuhan WD-4. That's exactly what's going on. Josh, have a good night, man. You're on fire watch, bro. Reach down there and just twist your nuts. You'll be right awake. Two 242 013. Is that what it is? 242013. 242013. Switch to OD. Print order. All right, we can probably get that out tomorrow for you, dude. All right, guys, I'm about to jump off. The Adderall is kicking in. The fucking hair. Man, people move like they're on fucking downers. All right, God's bad karma. I hope you feel better quickly, dude. Rolling Acres finishing a few gallons of maple. Oh, nice. All right, guys, I'm out. See you guys tomorrow. Yeah, Woodland is fucking awesome. See you guys.